Hey mama, are you running on fumes, torn between wanting to get just a few more hours of uninterrupted, much needed rest, but also wanting to be there for your child in the middle of the night when they wake up? I totally understand that feeling. As a pediatric sleep coach and a mom of two who's been deep in the trenches of sleep deprivation, I'm here to share 5 game changing strategies to help you finally get those longer stretches of sleep that you're craving without feeling like you're neglecting your little one. These are practical solutions that will work for busy working moms who need their rest to show up as their best selves every day. But here's the kicker: most parents make one small bedtime mistake that actually teaches their child to wake more often. I'll get to that in just a minute, but first, want to know the secret to ending those 2 a.m. negotiations? It's actually all about what you say during the daylight hours. Communication is your superpower. Instead of trying to set boundaries when you're both exhausted at midnight, you're going to have clear, calm conversations about bedtime expectations during the day when everyone's alert and happy. When you communicate your bedtime plan clearly during breakfast or playtime or at dinner, you're setting your child up for success. Tell them exactly what bedtime should look like. Say things like, after dinner, we'll put on our pajamas, we'll brush our teeth, we'll read 2 books, and then you will stay in your cozy bed all night long. Then you want to follow up and review in the morning. Either say things like, oh, you did such a great job staying in bed last night, if they really did. Or if they didn't, say something like, I know you were trying, but you still got out of your bed last night. Here's what we are going to try different tonight. This simple shift can eliminate those exhausting middle of the night battles that can steal 30 to 60 minutes of your precious sleep. Toddlers understand way more than we really give them credit for, even if they can't respond verbally yet. When you give them clear expectations, you're not being mean, you're being their loving guide. And trust me, they actually feel more secure when they know what to expect. Not sure exactly what to say and how to set expectations with your toddler? Get my free guide in the description below for simple toddler-friendly scripts that you can use today. These are simple, repeatable phrases that you can use throughout the day to clearly communicate what's happening, what's expected, and what comes next. Here's your secret weapon for bedtime cooperation. Make your child the star of their own bedtime show. Consistency paired with choice is just magic. Create a predictable bedtime routine, but give your child small choices within that structure. You could give them things like picking out their pajamas, choosing which stuffed animal to sleep with, or choosing the first book. And if your child has trouble choosing and takes a really long time trying to pick something out, then give them just 1 or 2 choices that's approved by you. When they feel like they have some control over their bedtime routine, resistance drops dramatically. I'm talking about cutting bedtime struggles from 45 minutes down to just 15 minutes. That's 30 minutes back in your evening, plus the energy savings of not having to battle every single night. You're building their confidence and your sanity at the same time. Consistency builds security, and when your child knows what to expect and feels empowered within that routine, bedtime becomes smoother. Yes, they will still test their boundaries. That is their job. But your calm consistency is what helps them feel safe enough to let sleep come. Okay, are you ready for that one small bedtime mistake that I promised to share? Those middle of the night, I need water, or just one more hug, all of those requests, they're not emergencies. They're negotiations. This is where compassionate boundaries come in. When you respond and engage too much to every nighttime request, even with the best of intentions, you're accidentally teaching your child that middle of the night wakings equals connection time or negotiation time. So here's your script. Say things like, it's still nighttime, you're safe, I love you, and it's time to sleep. That's it. Keep it brief, calm, and consistent. No extra engagement, no lengthy explanations. This approach can reduce night wakings from multiple times a night to maybe once, and then eventually none. We're talking about reclaiming 1 to 3 hours of uninterrupted sleep by not rewarding those wake ups with extra attention. You're not being cold or unloving. You are being their steady anchor. I know it feels hard in the moment, but planning your responses in advance does help tremendously. When you're exhausted at 2 a.m., you'll already know exactly what to say and do, which keeps you consistent and helps your child learn faster. And for more help for how to set loving boundaries through communication, don't forget to grab my free guide in the description below for simple, toddler-friendly scripts that you can use today. Lastly, the most common mistake that I see so many parents, including myself, make: you've accidentally become your child's human sleep machine. If your little one needs you physically present to fall asleep, whether that's nursing, rocking, or just being in the room, you've accidentally become a part of their sleep environment. And just like you would wake up if your pillow disappeared, they wake up looking for you during those light sleep cycles. So, how the heck do you fix this? Well, you need to teach them how to fall asleep on their own. While sleep seems like such a natural thing to do, our kiddos are not born with the skill to fall asleep on their own. Just like potty training, eating with a spoon, or riding a bike, we have to teach our child how to do this. And none of those things are easy for us as parents to teach. But we let our kiddos practice and eventually they get better. There are many methods out there that can help you teach your child how to fall asleep on their own. These methods can vary significantly from a completely hands-off approach, like cry it out, to a very parent-present approach where you completely support your child while they practice falling asleep on their own and slowly fade away as they gain more confidence. All of these methods work. It's just finding the right one that works for your family and fits with your parenting style. I've worked with so many families, and I believe there is no such thing as a child who just doesn't sleep well. There are only children who haven't found their unique sleep rhythm yet. You're not failing, mama. This is such a common pattern for exhausted parents to fall into. The beautiful thing is that this is completely fixable. Just like learning to walk looks different for every child, sleep skills develop uniquely too. You can absolutely guide your child there. Mama, your sleep isn't optional, it is essential. We've been taught that being a good mom means sacrificing our own sleep. But running on empty helps no one. When you protect your sleep with the same energy that you protect your child's, everything shifts. When you're well rested, you show up as a more patient, present, and joyful version of yourself. Your family gets the best version of you instead of the burned out one. Plus, when you model healthy sleep habits, you're teaching your children that rest is valuable and necessary. The ripple effects are incredible. A better mood, more energy, clearer thinking, and actually enjoying your family time instead of just surviving it. You don't have to earn rest, Mama. You deserve it simply because you're human. When you give yourself permission to protect your sleep without guilt, you create space for your whole family to thrive. So if you're tired of waking up exhausted and wondering what the heck you're doing wrong, start with these 5 strategies tonight. Your sleep matters, your energy matters, and when you protect both, everyone in your family benefits. So, which strategy are you going to try first? Let me know in the comments. I can't wait to hear about your sleep ones. Now that you've learned the 5 practical tips to help you get more sleep at night, you might be wanting to learn how to get your toddler to stop fighting bedtime. But how do you do that? Well, it all starts with watching this video next. Because when you pair what you've just watched with what's in this video, it becomes way more powerful. Thanks for joining, Mama, and I'll see you in the next video.